Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss some exceptional reactions shown by Grignard reagent. In earlier video we have seen some problems, numerical problems on Grignard reagent, whereas now we will discuss about a reaction shown by Grignard reagent that is not with the electrophilic carbon except electrophilic carbon, where it will attack over the substrate. Maybe it is a alpha beta position, or it may be a coupling reaction, or it may be reacting with the enolic form, or sometimes it may show some abnormal reactions with the carbonyl compounds as such, right? Exceptional cases, that is a first type, a reaction of Grignard reagent with alpha beta unsaturated compounds. We simply call it as 1,4 addition, or sometimes it shows 1,2 addition also, right? So here the reaction with alpha beta unsaturated compounds proceed via 1,4 addition or 1,2 addition. So reaction occur via 1,4 addition or 1,2 addition. In case of Grignard reagent, generally 1,4 addition predominates. If it is organolithium compounds, in such cases 1,2 addition dominates. Right. Now coming to this, let me start with an example. If I consider some alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, so this is some alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde allowed to react with phenyl magnesium bromide in presence of either or tetrahydrofuran followed by hydrolysis. So when this happens, the phenyl system, first it will go and attack over the, actually it has to attack on electrophilic carbon, right? But instead here it will attack over the carbon which is in resonance with electrophilic system. So when this happens, this bond will shift to the other direction, and this bond will shift over oxygen. MgBr comes to oxygen followed by hydrolysis, then you will get this phenyl system. That bond got shifted here, is converted into alcohol. Of course it may undergo tautomerization. It will tautomerize. So during tautomerism, this bond shifts back, whereas this pi bond shifts here, hydrogen migrates here. So you will get this aldehyde back. That means overall, instead of an unsaturated system, that unsaturation vanished. So that pi bond got disappeared, right? Unsaturated aldehydes are simply converted into aldehydes, right? So this is not only in case of aldehydes, in case of esters, ketones, anhydrides, amides, etc. In all such cases, reaction proceed in this way, right? So we can say it as alpha beta unsaturated esters, aldehydes, ketones, anhydrides, amides, etc. give saturated compounds. So they give saturated compounds. Next to it, let me take one more example. If I take alpha beta unsaturated ketone, so I have taken the cyclic ketone, alpha beta unsaturated with some substitution here. If this is allowed to react with CH3 MgBr, again first step in presence of tetrahydrofuran or ether followed by heating and then hydrolysis. If this is bulky group, if a bulkiness over Grignard reagent increases, then instead of 1,4 it may prefer 1,2, because at this position there is again substitution. So maybe because of hindrance, sterical hindrance, 1,2 product may dominate, but here again 1,4 product dominate. As the crowding increases, then 1,4 product will decrease and 1,2 product will start dominating. So you will get this product. Of course, this will tautomerize to form ketone back. Alright. So unsaturated system converted into a saturated system. Right. Here, let me take it as a note. If this unsaturation is sterically hindered, if the unsaturation, that means a double bond, if the double is sterically hindered, then instead of 1,4 addition, 1,2 addition dominate. Then 1,2 addition product is major. Let me show with an example. If I considered more substituted alkene, so this is alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So this is allowed to react with the Grignard reagent. Let me take that Grignard reagent is ethyl magnesium iodide. So in presence of ether on heating followed by hydrolysis. So here this ethyl group has to attack over the unsaturated system. The bond should shift, and this has to shift over oxygen, and you on hydrolysis it should convert into alcoholic system. But because of crowding over this unsaturation, it preferably go to carbonyl system. So the respective answer is here you will get ethyl and converts into OH. So here 1,2 addition dominating. So whenever sterical hindrance is observed over alpha beta unsaturated systems, then 1,2 addition dominate. Right? Let me say in that case. Here, instead of Grignard reagent, if I have taken in presence of copper, even though if I take Grignard reagent, but I have taken copper as a catalyst, then reaction will not proceed through carbanion system. That means not like SN2 type. It prefer to occur through free radical mechanism. Right? So let me write that here. Instead of Grignard reagent, if it is heated in presence of copper, or let me take it as CuCl2, or if you take copper acetate, CuCH3COO twice is used, then free radical mechanism is followed. Then it follow a radical mechanism. when radical mechanism is followed, obtained products will be different again. Right? So in such case, product will be, if I have taken the same system, so I have to consider the same system in terms of, here I have taken ethyl magnesium iodide, here also I am taking ethyl magnesium iodide. Same, when it is heated in presence of copper, or it is heated in presence of cuprous chloride followed by hydrolysis, then here the dominating product will be 1,4 addition product. So the double bond got shifted here, this converted to OH followed by tautomerism. Finally you will get right beta. I have shown everything in the same step. So this what happens. So in case of alpha beta unsaturated compounds, if I use Grignard reagent, 1,4 addition product is the dominating product. Whenever there is sterical hindrance plays a crucial role, then 1,2 addition is the dominating product. In such cases, in order to get 1,4 addition product, we have to heat that in presence of copper, or we have to take cuprous chloride or copper acetate. Right. So let me take another case showing abnormal products with the carbonyl compounds. Right. So Grignard reagent with certain carbonyl compounds gives abnormal products. Abnormal products means instead of attacking over carbonyl system, there will be transfer of hydride ion, H minus will be transferred, right? So let me see in which cases it will occur. If Grignard reagent has bulky groups, bulky alkyl or aryl system, bulky alkyl or aryl system, right? Then it fails to attack over carbonyl, that means attack over electrophilic system of electrophilic carbon of aldehyde or ketone, right? So let me take an example. If I have considered tertiary butyl magnesium halide, so now Grignard reagent fashion reaction do not occur here, right? There is no Grignard reagent mode of reaction. That means this alkyl system has to attack over this one, has to attack over this, which this will not occur, right? Similarly, if I have considered less hindered, I have taken same substrate, allowed to reactivate CH3MgX. Now in this case, as this alkyl system is showing less hindrance, it can attack, so this will occur. So here Grignard reagent reaction occur, whereas earlier case, because of bulky alkyl system, Grignard reagent cannot go and attack over the electrophilic carbon. So not only this, there is a special case where there will be hydride shift. If I have considered, very important, if I considered isopropyl substituents over carbonyl system, allowed to react with isopropyl magnesium bromide. Now if this is allowed to react in presence of either on heating followed by hydrolysis. Now, in this reaction, instead of attack of this alkyl system over the carbonyl carbon, there will be hydride ion transfer, H minus transfer from alkyl group through a 6-membered cyclic transition state. Through 6-membered cyclic transition state. For example, if I consider this Grignard reagent in this way, so isopropyl I am taking that as this as CH2H and remaining thing MgBr. When this is allowed to react with isopropyl carbonyl system, so double bond O, and this is again this. So in such cases there will be hydrate shift. So this H minus will try to shift here, and this bond will be trying to shift between magnesium and oxygen, and this bond tries to shift back. So here the obtained product will be this. Everything happens through a cyclic transition state. Now you will get an alkene plus this converts into O MgBr, and these two isopropyl systems over this esters. Right. So here the final product will be, because of hydride transfer, this will be converted into alcohol, but alkyl system has not attacked about it, only H minus got transferred, and you will get alkene as the byproduct. Right. So this is similar to that of MPV reduction. So let me consider write that this reaction is similar to MPV reduction. Next. So whenever there is a bulkiness, instead of alkyl or allyl system to attack over carbonyl, there will be transfer of hydride ion, right, forming alcohols. Now let me take another case. Whenever there is possibility of tautomerism, when the substrate rearranges to its tautomeric form, which is more stable, then Grignard reagent takes the acidic hydrogen. Right? Already we discussed Grignard reagents are unstable in presence of acidic hydrogens or active methylene systems. For example, let me see this. A reaction of Grignard reagent with enolic form. Reaction of Grignard reagent with enolic form. Let me consider this. Now we call this carbon as active methylene system, active methylene group. So hydrogens over that active methylene group are more acidic, right? We know that the Grignard reagent is unstable in presence of acidic hydrogen. That means Grignard reagent readily takes this acidic hydrogen, or we can explain that in this form. So this will first undergo tautomerization. This will tautomerize. So when this tautomerize, this bond will be shifted here. This goes back, forming alcohol. This is the OH group. There will be a double bond here. This is C double bond O ethyl, This enol form is stable because of hydrogen bonding and also extension of conjugation. When this is allowed to react with a Grignard reagent first will take acidic hydrogen and CH4 is lost. OMgI, you will have a double bond here and the remaining ester form. So Grignard reagent preferably take acidic hydrogen, right? So if I consider another case, I have taken a nitro system here. Because of this nitro group, nitro is very strong minus M minus I group. Therefore, these hydrogens are acidic hydrogens. Hydrogens over this carbon are acidic because of good withdrawing group. Now, of course, they also can involve in tautomerization. So this will tautomerize. Now this is the product obtained. OH, this one. Now when this is allowed to react with Grignard reagent, let me take it as ethyl magnesium iodide. Therefore this H plus is taken by C2H5 minus and ethane is lost, forming this one as OMgI. This is the product obtained. So acidic hydrogen of acetylene, acidic hydrogen of active methylene groups, acidic hydrogen of alcohols, phenols, acids, etc. They first donate H plus N and Grignard reagent takes that H plus N and some alkane is lost from alkyl system, right? So if I have an acidic hydrogen like acetylene, right? So acidic hydrogen of acetylene also react with Grignard reagent That means similar to that of acid base reaction. Whatever we have seen, all these are acid base type reactions. So let me show that example. So if I considered HC triple bond CH allowed to react with Grignard reagent CH3 MgBr in presence of either on heating, right? So first methane is lost, forming HC triple bond C MgBr. If I use the second equivalent of Grignard reagent, right, if I, with another equivalent of Grignard reagent CH3 MgBr in presence of either on heating. Now again the second H is lost, so you will get MgBr C triple bond C MgBr. If I consider excess of acetylene, if excess of acetylene is taken, the second hydrogen will not be abstracted by Grignard reagent, right? So removal of second hydrogen, removal of second H can be avoided with excess of reagent. That means by adding Grignard reagent to excess of acetylene. That means to either solution or tetrahydrofuran solution which is saturated with acetylene. Right. So this is what the exceptions we have seen. So first exception is a reaction of Grignard reagent with alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl systems. Whenever I consider alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl systems, Grignard reagent prefer to form 1,4 addition products. If there is any crowding or bulky groups present, bulky alkyl system is present over Grignard reagent, in such cases, instead of 1,4, it prefer 1,2 addition. If the same bulky system exists, but Grignard reagent is allowed to react in presence of copper salts, maybe cuprous chloride or copper acetate. In such cases, 1,2 addition is suppressed, dominating 1,4 addition, right? Via free radical mechanism, not like formation of a carbanion to show SN2 type. Instead of that, it shows free radical mechanism. Now, whenever there is crowding, in such cases, instead of attack of alkyl system over carbonyl system, there will be transfer of hydride ion H minus towards carbonyl system. Right? Whenever there is bulkiness, alkyl group will not attack over the carbonyl system. Instead, H minus will transfer, like similar to that of MPV reduction. Now, whenever there is acidic hydrogen, not only over more electronegative atom like OH or NH2, etc., even it react with active methionine groups. The reason is, whenever there is active methionine group, there is possibility for tautomerism. Due to tautomerism, there will be a generation of some OH group or NH group or something like that. Then Grignard reagent will take such acidic hydrogen. Right. So that was observed in case of diketo systems, or when nitro group is present, right, or in case of acetylene, etc. Now, let us discuss about coupling reactions. Next, another special type of reaction. Coupling reaction of Grignard reagent. Coupling reaction of Grignard reagent with alkyl halides. With alkyl halides. If the same reaction is carried out in terms of catalysts like cobalt or silver, copper salts, chromium salts, manganese salts, or iron salts, then yield of the coupling product will be high. All right. So let me write that also. Addition of small amount of cobalt salt or cobalt chloride to Grignard reagent increases yield of coupling product. Not only cobalt salt, we can use salts of silver, copper, etc. That means, let me write that. Transition metal halides like Cl2, CrCl3, MnCl2, FeCl3, etc. may also be used besides COCl2. You can use that also. So let me discuss about how the reaction occurs. This reaction first proceed through dialkyl metal intermediate, then you will get coupled product. For example, if I have taken cobalt, then you will get dialkyl cobalt as intermediate. So if I consider Grignard reagent, 2 moles of RMgX in presence of COCl2, then you will get MgClX. So R minus is lost, the chlorine came here, so you will get RCOR. So this is nothing but dialkyl cobalt intermediate, dialkyl cobalt intermediate. Then finally it will form RR type alkane and cobalt is obtained. So this is how the reaction occurs, right? Coupling reaction. Now if it is allowed to react with any alkyl halide, let me show this. So RMgX with Rx in presence of COCl2, or we can take any other, then you will get R prime Mgx2. And remember, this R prime of alkyl group, alkyl halide, this may be either allyl, tertiary butyl, benzyl, tosyl esters. In such cases, yield is good. Right. If any alkyl halide which is unreactive, in such cases, unreactive halides react with Grignard reagent in presence of cobalt salt, in presence of COCl2 in benzene solution. Right. So as such, for example, if I consider, let me show some reaction also. If they have taken a bulky system, if there is a bulky system, then R minus cannot attack over that crowded carbon. In such cases, when I add cobalt chloride, then first you will get cobalt intermediate, and finally it converts into coupling product. Now, some other case, intramolecular Grignard reagent reactions. Intramolecular Grignard reagent reactions. If I consider dialkyl systems, for example, Br CH2 n times Br, dialkyl. Remember here n must be greater than or equal to 4. Then only intramolecular reactions occurs. So this is allowed to react with Mg. Now in presence of either, then you will get a Grignard reagent, that is Br Mg CH2 n times MgBr. If n is less than 4, that means if it is n equal to 3, if n equal to 3, instead of Grignard reagent, we get cyclopropane. We get cyclopropane, or you may get propene. If n equal to 2, if n equal to 2, then you will get ethene, because in such cases dehalogenation occurs. Right. Similarly, when it is heated with zinc also, you will get dehalogenation. ZnBr is gone and you will get some alkane or alkene. Right. So if when n is greater than or equal to 4, then you will get Grignard reagent. Now this Grignard reagent can show intramolecular reactions. For example, if I consider n equal to 5, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here let me take MgBr. Here also let me take MgBr. So totally there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So when this is allowed to react with ester, COO ethyl, when it is heated in presence of ether. Now what happens? First alkyl system, one alkyl system will go and attack over this. This will shift towards oxygen and comes back, making this ethoxy group to leave. This ethoxy group is lost. First this bond will shift here, then it will shift back, making that ethoxy group to leave. So the obtained product will be a remaining system as it is. So here instead of this you will get double bond O, ethoxy group is lost. In next step, this will attack over. This alkyl system will attack, right? So this lead to, now it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-membered ring. And they have a 6-membered ring, and you will have OMGBr. Now this on hydrolysis, you will corresponding alcohol is obtained. So this is the product, right? So as such the reactions occur. So till now whatever we have seen, based upon the exceptional reactions, we can say that there will be some limitations for Grignard reagents. Let me see all such things at one go. So let me write it as limitations of shown by Grignard reagent reactions. So limitations of reactions of Grignard reagent. 1. In order to prepare a Grignard reagent from alkyl halides, that alkyl halide should not possess acidic hydrogen. To form Grignard reagent, the alkyl halide should not have acidic hydrogen. So to form Grignard reagent, alkyl halide should not have acidic hydrogen. That means should not have functional groups like like OH, COOH, NH2, SH, acetylide, etc. That means nothing but acidic hydrogens. If acidic hydrogens are present, then you don't get Grignard reagent from alkyl halide. For example, let me say this. If we consider OH group is present, CH2, CH2, Br, this is the alkyl halide. If it is allowed to react with magnesium in presence of ether, if this OH is absent, then you will get CH3, CH2, MgBr. Because of this acidic hydrogen, this H plus will be transferred. So now the product will be MgBr will be over oxygen, right? MgBr is gone here and H plus shifted here. So you will get CH2, CH3. So you have not got Grignard reagent, right? Now, second, if the halide, right? Now instead of OH group, if we have aldehyde group here, then what happen? Intramolecular Grignard reagent. For example, if there is aldehyde or ketone like this, here Br, if it is allowed to react with Mg, magnesium, in terms of ether on heating, then what we expect? We will expect MgBr here. But after getting that, this group will attack over the carbonyl system. So that means what happened? Intramolecular Grignard reagent occur. So if the halide have aldehyde or ketone or imine system, cyano or S double bond O or NO, etc. groups, then intramolecular Grignard reagent reaction occur. So here the obtained product will not be as what we expected. Here the product will be R minus will shift here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will get a 5-membered ring and you will have OMGBr. So instead of Grignard reagent, we got OMGBr again. Right. Next, if we have vicinal dihalides, in case of vicinal dihalides, for example, CH2Br, CH2Br. This is dihalide system. I told you that in such dihalides, the CH2 groups between halogens must be more than or equal to 4. Otherwise, dehalogenation occur. So vicinal dihalides undergo dehalogenation with when it is heated with magnesium. So with magnesium in presence of either on heating. Generally we expect R MgBr type, but instead of that Br2 is lost, forming ethene. So Grignard reagent is not obtained. If it is a 3-membered, you will get cyclopropane. Here also, that means here the N group must be at least 4 or greater than 4. Now, whenever there is bulky group, in such cases also Grignard reagent do not occur. For example, if I have taken ketone with 2 bulky groups, ketone with 2 bulky groups, that is sterically hindered, to react with Grignard reagent. So till now we have seen preparation of Grignard reagent, exceptions. Here we are discussing about reactivity of Grignard reagents, exceptions in case of reactivity. So in such cases what happen? Hydrate shift will occur. Right. Vinyl and alright. So here let me write one more point. Vinyl aryl halides can form Grignard reagent. Vinyl and aryl halides can form Grignard reagent. Right. Now here, if you have any aryl Grignard reagent with some substituent either at meta position or para position or ortho position, etc., in such cases Grignard reagent will not react in a normal way, right? It will react in some other ways. For example, if you take aryl halides, for example, chlorobenzene, allowed to react with the Grignard reagent, that means with magnesium followed by in presence of either on heating, then you will get phenyl magnesium chloride. Grignard reagent is obtained. But if you have any substituent over this aryl system, like either COH group or NO2 group or NH2 group, etc., in such cases reaction do not occur in this way, right? So let me discuss about it. So if you take aryl halides containing reactive substituents such as COH group, OH group, that means there is acidic hydrogen, NH2 group, SO3H group, then in benzene ring, in such cases that alkyl halide will react with reactive group present in another molecule. So these will react with reactive group present in another molecule, but not with magnesium forming Grignard reagent. Another molecule, right? So these are some exceptional reactions shown by, or some exceptional cases in preparation of Grignard reagent, right? So that's what we have seen about Grignard reagents preparation and properties, preparation of different functional groups, and some exceptional cases, intermolecular Grignard reagents, and so on. Now, let us discuss about some other type of organometallic compounds, such as organolithium compounds. If you consider organolithium compounds, they are slightly more reactive than Grignard reagents, slightly. Right? Generally, they are used in preparation of carbenes. Witting reaction also. Witting reactions, or we say it as Witting reagents, arynes, etc. Right. If I consider some alkyl halide allowed to react with lithium, but here instead of either, we will consider inert atmosphere, that means in presence of nitrogen and hexane as a solvent. Right. Now the product will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lithium plus lithium chloride. Right. Now, if I consider chlorides, we get organolithium compounds. But if I consider good leaving groups like bromides or iodides, free radical mechanism occur that instead of forming organolithium compounds, you will get Wurtz reaction. If I consider alkyl bromides and iodides, alkyl iodides, in such cases, when you heat with lithium, we don't get organolithium compounds. Instead, we will get Wurtz reaction. Usually undergo Wurtz reaction. Right. If it is chlorides, then we will get organolithium compounds. In case of alkyl chlorides, or if you make take aryl bromides, instead of alkyl bromides, we have to consider aryl bromides and aryl iodides. Right? They give good yield of organolithium compounds. Give a good yield of organolithium compounds. Majorly, these organolithium compounds are prepared by exchange reactions. That means shifting a halide from alkyl system to lithium. Right? So let me write that. Many alkyl lithium compounds can be prepared by an exchange reaction. Just by heating. Exchange reaction between alkyl halide and some other alkyl lithium systems. Right? Exchange reaction by heating some other alkyl lithium compound with alkyl halide. For example, ethyl chloride with a methyl lithium compound, you will get a propyl lithium compound, and so on. Right. Now, let me see about some properties, some reactions of organolithium compounds. There will be some exceptions when you compare it with the Grignard reagent, right? So let me say it as properties. Organolithium compounds. Organolithium compounds. They are colorless liquids. They are colorless liquids. Or we can say readily melt. So readily and they are covalent. Not perfectly covalent, they will ionize partially. So partially ionic. Partially ionic. Right? So like a Grignard reagent, they are also sensitive towards acidic hydrogen. So these organolithium compounds are sensitive towards water. That means they readily react with water. Sensitive to water. So they are even more reactive than Grignard reagent. Therefore, they are sensitive towards oxygen also. Right. So this is the reason why reactions of argon lithium compounds is done in presence of dry nitrogen, and hence reactions of organolithium compounds are carried out in an atmosphere of nitrogen. In an atmosphere of dry nitrogen gas. Dry nitrogen. Now let me say this. If I take C4H9Li, organolithium compound, if a moisture is present, then it reacts vigorously forming C4H10 and lithium hydroxide. Right. Like Grignard reagent, organolithium compounds also react with carbon dioxide. Right. But Grignard reagent forms carboxylic acids, whereas organolithium compounds form ketones with carbon dioxide. So first let me see. Reaction with carbon dioxide. Grignard reagent gives acids, carboxylic acids with carbon dioxide, but organolithium compounds with carbon dioxide, you will get in terms of nitrogen and hexane. First R minus will attack over the system, forming RCOOLi. Now this again react with RLi. Again this R will attack over this, forming RCOLi, OLi and R. Now this on hydrolysis forms OH groups. When you have two OH groups on same carbon, geminal, then dehydration occurs readily. Now forming ketone. But this type of reaction do not occur in presence of Grignard reagent. In case of Grignard reagent, Grignard reagents with carbon dioxide forms carboxylic acids, whereas organolithium compounds form ketones. Next, that means, can I say organolithium compounds can react with carboxylic acids also? Because Grignard reagent is forming acids, that's why reaction is stopped. But here, this is the salt of lithium, acid salt of lithium. So we can say from this, organolithium compounds can also react with carboxylic acids. Let me see an reaction. RLi allowed to react with R prime COOH in presence of nitrogen and hexane. First acidic hydrogen to react, right? So acidic hydrogen is reactive means RH is lost, forming R prime CO O minus Li plus. Now this is allowed to react with again RLi. When this attack you will get R prime C O minus Li plus. Here also you will have R. This is also O minus Li plus. This on hydrolysis. First, this will convert into OH groups. So COH, again OH here, dehydration, forming ketone. So this is the final product. Next, reaction with cyanides. Reaction with cyanides. Whereas Grignard reagent also react with cyanides to form ketones. Here also you will get same, right? So R prime Li with RCN, same in presence of nitrogen atmosphere. R prime will attack, getting R prime double bond N minus Li plus. This on hydrolysis. So already we have seen this converted into ketone. NH3 will be lost and you will get lithium hydroxide. Similarly, if instead of RCN, if you take HCN, with the HCN you will get aldehyde. Right. Similarly, with the formaldehyde you will get primary alcohol. With the aldehydes you will get secondary alcohol. With the ketones you will get tertiary alcohol. Right. But you will get better yields than Grignard reagent. So yield is better than Grignard reagent. Right. So we say that organolithium compounds are more reactive than Grignard reagents. Now, whenever there is sterical hindrance with the Grignard reagent, you will get alkenes, right? But with organolithium compounds, so here 1,2 addition perfectly occur, right? Let me say this. If you consider highly hindered aldehydes or ketones, then you don't get alcohols. So highly hindered tertiary alcohols, they are not prepared by Grignard reagents, so cannot be prepared by Grignard reagent, but they can be prepared by organolithium compounds, but can be prepared by organolithium compounds. For example, if you take a isopropyl system with isopropyl lithium. If I take isopropyl magnesium bromide, then what happened? Hydride shift, H minus got shifted and converted into alcohol. But here, alkyl system itself got attacked over carbonyl system. Here you will get O minus Li plus. Of course, this on hydrolysis, you will get alcohol. So such a case is not observed in case of when we use Grignard reagent. Right? Similarly, if you consider alpha beta unsaturated carbonyls, then 1,4 addition product is dominative in case of Grignard reagent, but in case of organolithium compounds, 1,2 addition product is dominative. So if we consider with alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketones, unsaturated carbonyls, 1,2 addition products are obtained. 1,2 addition product is obtained. Whereas with Grignard reagent, 1,4 addition product is dominated unless it is crowded. Unless it is crowded, you will get 1,4 addition product as dominant. For example, if I consider alpha beta unsaturated ketone, this with CH3Li in presence of nitrogen on heating and hexane as a solvent, followed by hydrolysis. Then this double bond remains unaffected. You will get a CH3 group here and OH group. Whereas the same thing we have seen where we got in case of Grignard reagent. For example, if I consider the same ketone in presence of CH3 MgBr either as a solvent followed by hydrolysis. In this case, CH3 group will attack over this bond shift here, this will shift here, and then again tautomerism occur. Because of tautomerism, ketone is the product. This is what we got in case of Grignard reagent, whereas in case of alkyl lithium compounds we got 1,2 addition product as the dominating product, right? Now, Grignard reagent will never attack on alkenes, but RLI, organolithium compound can be added to olefinic systems, olefinic double bond. So this is how they can show polymerization reaction also, but Grignard reagent do not. For example, if we consider ethyl lithium plus CH2 double bond CH2 in presence of nitrogen, then you will get ethyl system will be added to CH2. This on hydrolysis, then you will get 1,2,3 butane. You will get butane and lithium hydroxide. This is how the reactions occur, right? So there will be some exception reactions shown by organolithium compounds when compared to Grignard reagent. With carbon dioxide, Grignard reagent forms carboxylic acid, whereas here you will get ketones. Grignard reagents do not react with or unstable with acids, but organolithium compounds convert carboxylic acids to ketones. Remaining all reactions are similar. When there is a hindrance, Grignard reagents do not attack on carbonyl system. Instead, they prefer to transfer H-. But organolithium compounds do react. With alpha beta unsaturated compounds, Grignard reagents prefer 1,4 products, but organolithium compounds prefer 1,2 products. Organolithium compounds can react with alkenes also, but Grignard reagents do not. Right? Now, let me say about another type of organometallic compounds, such as organo-zinc compounds. Organo-zinc compounds are more covalent than Grignard reagent. That means they are less reactive than Grignard reagent. Organo-zinc compounds, like nothing but R2Z, right? So they are less reactive than Grignard reagent. Therefore, their reactivity follows some other. So they can be prepared by reacting alkyl halides with zinc. You will get 2RZNI. This on distillation undergoes disproportionate forming R2Zn and zinc iodide. Zni2 is obtained. Right. Or we can take ZnCl2 allowed to react with triethyl aluminum. Then you will get organo-zinc compounds. as such organo-zinc compounds can be prepared. Organolithium compounds are highly volatile or highly fusible solids, right? Now here organo-zinc compounds are volatile liquids. They are volatile liquids. Why we are discussing about organo-zinc compounds? Because we have a named reaction called as Reformatsky reaction, where organo-zinc intermediates are used, right? So R2Zn compounds are volatile